Welcome back to Movie Dumpster, Season 9, Episode 9. Today we're talking about Proteus from 1996, directed by Bob Keane. And is this really a Thing ripoff? I don't know, we're going to find out today. I'm Joe Lascola.
I might be Sean O'Rourke.
I'm Tony from Hack the Movies.
Welcome to the Dumpster. Well, it's the summertime again, boys, and we're talking about another creature feature flick that takes place on a boat, not necessarily underwater.
Well, it's not on a boat per
It's
se.
an oil rig.
Oh, excuse me.
It was an oil platform in the ocean.
It looks like it was filmed inside a boat. It's literally like they shot this like at the same time as Deep Rising. They're like, all right, don't share too many notes, but yeah, no, it does look like a boat. I get where you're coming from.
Well, I'm going to tell you all about why this is a secret Resident Evil movie anyway.
It is.
I was totally getting Resident Evil vibes.
Add it to the list. Project Metal Beast.
Oh, it's
this movie.
Well, Project Metal Beast is going to come up a bunch because like this is in tandem with that as a rental experience, but we'll get into that.
Sure, I feel like there's been a few other on this show and probably over on Hack the Movies that have got into this territory. Speaking of Hack the Movies, welcome, Tony.
Hi. Glad to be back, guys. Our first episode of the year.
I know, it's always nice having you.
First episode in a while. We're not fighting, by the way.
Did somebody think we were fighting?
Yes,
apparently. That's what Tony told us.
So what is it? I had some college guy hit me up and said he wanted me to be in a video for his project.
Yeah.
And he did the smart thing and messaged me at 7 a.m. when my brain didn't turn on. So I went, yeah, sure. And he always messaged me at that point. I'm like, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Come on over. And then like as they were there, I'm like, I didn't fact check this guy at all. I'm like, just
inviting weird fucking people to your house? What's
he
wrong
was just
with you?
a fan who was a college student. He interviewed me about physical media. But at some point he went, hey, what's up with you and Movie Dumpster? And I looked at him and I went, I don't know. What is up with us in movie? I'm like, I just saw Joe recently.
Spoilers. We sent him over there to fuck with you. No, that's not.
And it turns out we haven't done a crossover in a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't want all these rumors. We're gonna be in the supermarket and look at a tabloid.
I know.
There's gonna be a picture of us looking really angry.
It's a weekly world news, and it's just a Movie Dumpster and Hack the Movies.
Or the modern version. We'll be scrolling through YouTube drama channels, and there'll be AI versions of us with angry faces.
We would be so fucking lucky to have somebody make some kind of drama video about Movie Dumpster.
The only person that I will allow on planet Earth, because I fucking hate AI, is Dino, our friend Dino, the Spanish flea. He's the only one that gets permission. You can use all the AI you'd like, my friend, but generally speaking, I would agree with you. Dino, I know he's got something about the way he does it. He's got to figure it out.
So I was like, it's time we do a crossover to end these rumors.
The last one we did on Movie Dumpster is weirdly enough connected to Proteus.
Yeah, it really was connected.
Yeah, before we get into the heroin-addicted sea creatures, if you want some more Movie Dumpster content, you can head over to patreon.com/Movie Dumpster. You can get an ad-free audio version of the show for only $2 a month, and you can get some other great stuff at the $5 and $10 tiers. We also have a YouTube membership program. It's kind of like Patreon Lite. You don't get the physical items that you get on Patreon, but you still get stuff like commentary tracks, minisodes, and junk mails. So if that's something you want to do, help support your favorite show.
And if you're watching the show on YouTube, please like the video and share it and subscribe if you're not already. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast app, leave us a like and 5 stars and write a review if you got the time. We always say even a sentence helps, a word. Just tell us what you like about the show or what you don't like. We can't grow this dumpster community without you guys letting us know and sharing it with your friends. And if you want to pick up some Movie Dumpster merch or see where the guys are going to be this summer, you can always head over to moviedumpsterpodcast.com. We got a merch store. Those beach towels are on there. We got some t-shirts. We got some new shirts up there. We had our St. Patty's Day shirt that came out recently. We got your mom's a werewolf.
That was funny.
It's true. She is a werewolf.
That was funny. I got a good chuckle out of that one.
Werewolf we would like to fuck, I think is the expletive there.
Yeah,
just say it.
I would. It's true. Her and Dee Wallace double teaming.
Oh, God, yeah, the howling. Oh, my God. Before we get too distracted, moviedumpsterpodcast.com. Check it out. Movie Dumpster gear. We're going to be at a few places this year, but we'll get to that in a different episode. But look out for us in your area.
So yeah, Proteus. Again, like we were talking earlier before we got into this, this was already on the schedule. It's kind of like been on the schedule for a while, and we finally pulled the trigger. We did Carnosaur with Tony.
Yes.
This is another Harry Adam Knight or John Brosnan joint.
Yep.
I did not read this one. Spoiler.
We didn't read it either, but you know who's going to read it?
CB.
CB's going to read it.
He's still got to get his ass on Carnosaur, which is his other book /
do a little book to the movie.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
Gotta ping him.
Yeah, before we get into the nitty gritty of this, I want to talk about our experiences with this. I know Tony and I have a colorful history with this movie,
Yeah.
but first let's start with Sean.
Funnily enough, like 4 or 5 fucking years ago, this was one of those ones when I was just trying to watch more B movies in the early aughts of Movie Dumpster. I was like, all right, I've seen a million movies, but let's dig into this dumpster shit, let's say, which I've talked about on the show in the past. And it was like 11 o'clock at night, just looking for something free on Comcast cable. And this was on there,
Jesus,
Proteus.
Comcast cable.
Drug-addled monster, spoilers. And then I was like, what the fuck? Never heard of this one. The cover was kind of interesting, like a kind of creature bursting out of an egg, which... Nah, I still don't know.
Doesn't happen.
We didn't get that in the movie. I'm a little disappointed about that, but it struck my attention, and I watched it. I might have been a little high, I might have been a little tired, but I enjoyed the hell out of
Gotta
it.
be careful
so,
being high when shark monsters are
That's
around.
true.
You'll
Yeah,
get
man.
them
Well,
addicted.
Yeah.
I wasn't breaking out the needle, so I think I was okay. But that's good advice, Tony. And I think at the time I said, Joe, you ever heard this movie Proteus? He's like, I fucking love Proteus. And then it just took us a few years to kind of circle back
Yeah.
on it. So that's my history.
Joe, how about you go before me? I
I'm
want to
gonna
know your experience with Proteus.
Before you?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
He's the guest. He wants to save
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, man, this was a big rental for me. Geez, this fucking movie is 30 years old, by the way,
Oh,
this
God.
year, which kind of blew my mind.
So Crash Bandicoot, also 30 years old, I found out this year. That's also blowing
and I
my
also
mind.
used to rent that a lot. I
Yeah.
was just turning 9 when this was coming
Okay.
out, so I was like 8. I was just turning it because my birthday's in August.
So you knew all about drugs, heroin.
No.
You were the expert.
No, I wasn't the expert, but I tell you what, this fucking movie threw me for a loop because it's such a weird flick. Now,
It is.
I was already watching crazy shit as a kid, and I was renting all kinds of stuff. And this is one that had come out around the same time as like Tremors 2. It was a direct-to-video thing, so like I was in there all the time. So when this was on the shelf, I was like, holy shit, what is this? Like, there's a creature coming out of an egg. It's in the water, and it's on a boat, and it's not a boat, it's an oil rig.
Yeah.
And this is something that I'd rent with Project Metal Beast, which we talked about.
Oh,
too.
you got the fucking Resident Evil 1 and 2 double
Oh
special.
yeah, man. Oh yeah, brother. Only a couple more years until that second game comes out.
Yeah. You already
I
watching it.
was already hanging out in the Spencer Mansion for sure.
I was gonna say, yeah, Spencer Mansion for this. Yeah, you had the fucking Umbrella Lab and Metal Beast.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's where the tyrants were being kept.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I just this was one of those ones that like was extra weird for me and made me uncomfortable because of like the heroin use in
Yeah,
it.
which
And,
I
like,
guess
when you're a kid, you're like, oh man, this is fucking kind of creepy and weird and yeah, I didn't even know Doug Bradley was in this until like I turned late into my teens.
Yeah. He's unrecognizable.
He's unrecognizable. But like just as a flick that I would rent a lot as a kid, it was just close to me, just like Metal Beast, and I dived way into that in the Metal Beast episode. It was just one of those ones I'd rent all the time.
So, like,
and then
this-
I'd get confused. Like,
Yeah.
wait a second, is that
yeah.
is that Proteus? Is it Leviathan?
so
is it
that's
the
like
Deep?
my Kroll legend.
yeah, it is
yes.
a little. In fact, I think you might have actually talked about that on Metal Beast. It's
Yeah.
ringing a little bit of a bell.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it was a staple for me.
So, some point in the mid to late 90s,
Yeah.
this came on TV, and I watched it with my mom. And for whatever reason, it had a really big effect on me. Probably because looking back, I'm like, oh, this is just a bunch of movies I liked in a blender.
Well, yeah.
Maybe that's why,
100%.
but I didn't have enough perspective at that point.
Sure.
And for whatever reason, like so many scenes in this have stuck out, were just burned into my brain, like the little sea pod thing coming
The little
down.
ball sack thing.
Obviously, the tentacle in the mouth at the end. The part where one guy who you think is the hero who shows up ends up being actually the bad guy.
Yeah.
So much of this stuff stuck with me. And for years, I couldn't remember the name of the movie. And it drove me nuts. Because this is like cable days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what channel this played on.
You had to
but-
have like the preview channel, or they
Yes.
had to say like,
'cause
no,
it was
back to
before
Proteus.
it was before digital cable.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been like a premium movie channel so it didn't have like you were currently watching.
Oh yeah.
We talked about that a little, actually, funnily enough, during
Yeah.
Freaked when we covered that earlier in the
Yeah.
year with Matt Cannon. That was one I had the same experience with that movie. Like, what the fuck
Oh
did
wait,
I just
Freaked
watch?
with what's his face?
Alex
Alex
Winter.
Winter.
Yeah, okay. When
And
we
a
did
ton
that
of other people.
When we did that on rental reviews, I had the similar story. We're like, I've seen this movie before, but only the ending, and I didn't know what it was.
What is this? It's insane.
And then when it-
Exactly what I said on the episode, I think.
Yeah. So for years, I couldn't figure out what it was. And then the 2000s come around, and I'm on horror forums
Mhm.
the Bloody Disgusting forums.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And I was on there. I'm like, does anyone know what the hell this movie is? There's a shark octopus. There's something there.
It's addicted to heroin.
Yes. And then someone said, someone finally found it. And they were like, the movie's called Proteus. I'm like, awesome. Can't find it in any video store whatsoever. But one day I will watch it again. And then I think I watched it in college because someone uploaded a VHS rip.
Yeah.
In its entirety, probably broken up into 10-minute segments
At
on
the time,
YouTube.
right? Yeah.
And I
Classic.
revisited it then. And then I haven't revisited it until this last week. And after watching it, I realized why I can only remember a few scenes and forgot everything else. This is one of the biggest disappointments I've ever had on this show. Like
Oh,
I
no.
thought I loved this movie.
Coming back to it, yeah.
I thought I loved this movie. Again,
Yeah.
all those big moments. I guess I just saw them at a right age at the right time. I was like, I'm going to go. I mean, obviously, it's going to be B-movie schlock.
Sure.
Obviously. I mean, I love Carnosaur. That's
Yeah.
not the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm like, it's going to be on that level. I'll be
Same
able
writer.
to laugh at it. Yeah, and I'm just like, it's going to be great. A bunch of monsters, blah, blah. And as I'm watching, I'm like, oh my God, it's a bunch of boring people in hallways most of the time. Oh
Well,
my God, they're like, hey, let's talk about how we don't know what's going on in the hallway. And how about
I gotta pee.
yeah, and how about we go to that lab and talk about how we don't know what's going on? I'm like, oh my God, I was like, I really thought I was gonna love this movie, and I walked out. I walked out. Yeah, I rented a theater and watched it.
I walked out of my own house.
It took me three
watching-
times. I kept putting it on at night. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I kept putting it on late at night. But I finally finished it. I'm like, man, I had better. I almost wish I didn't rewatch it. The movie I was remembering in my head was so much cooler than
Don't
this.
change when that happens.
I finished it this morning, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm not. I'm excited to talk about this new view I have on the film." But like, I thought it was going to be like how it usually is.
Yeah, well, sure.
Where we're like, "Yeah, what do you mean, Sean Carnosaur is Oscar worthy?"
Wow. Yeah. Go back to that episode. That actually, I feel like you said something similar.
But yeah, I couldn't believe how much I didn't really enjoy it this time.
That is such a bummer.
I was actually enjoying my disappointment. like, I can't believe this is just not connecting with me at all.
I think
There's
it-
still a few good. The moments I remembered are clearly the best
Yeah,
moments.
Oh, 100%. I mean, if you do a couple little sips or maybe a couple bowl boys,
Maybe you know what? I hadn't done that.
yeah. And also not when you're. This is not. That's like testing your patience when you're tired.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Well, I didn't think it would put me to sleep. I'm just like, I can usually put one movie on before I go to bed, but I was just like,
Yeah.
no, my body's like, it's not worth it. Find out what happens tomorrow. They're gonna yell in a lab.
It doesn't help that there is pretty good music in this, but
Yeah.
it's so sparse throughout the film. There
Yeah.
are a lot of long, and I think it is for atmosphere, to be fair, where it's just like the silent sound of the ship. I keep saying ship because of the way it's shot, it looks like a fucking ship.
It looks like Deep Rising.
It does.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
looks like Deep Rising, the
Where
inside of
that
a
was
tanker.
Budget Deep Rising.
That was one where last year I hadn't watched that in a million years. When I watched it, I'm like, perfect.
It's fucking
What a
perfect,
great
yeah.
film.
I mean,
They,
Steven
they
Soderbergh.
end up on the King Kong or Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
Island. We're still not sure.
It's both.
Yeah, it's both. MDU, of
Shang
course.
Tsung's special island.
But yeah, this one I was just like, oh no.
Well, I'm just saying though, but that environment, it's like Joe's saying, it's not the best if you're not into it. It's gonna
Yeah.
literally rock you to sleep.
And I was
It is
so-
a good sleep
I
movie.
was so unprepared for that. I was like, I can't believe this.
Well, now you know Titanic will put you to sleep. If you ever have a insomnia, just like the middle part of the sinking.
I think the biggest thing for me with this, like coming back to it, was like a lot of the incoherency. I mean, I know, Joe, it's a fucking movie about a mutant monster on an oil rig, sure.
But its anatomy keeps changing and
Yeah.
it gets confusing.
They're making it up as you go along. And that's not even my problem. My problem, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So right out of the gate, this is directed by Bob Keane, who's actually a special effects guy, right?
Special effects legend.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, yeah, he's very notable. I mean, he's worked on Hellraiser, Candyman, Nightbreed, the original Star Wars trilogy, Alien.
Waxwork 1 and 2.
Yeah, Alien.
Alien's a big one.
Yeah. Oh, I bought a vampire Dino. There he goes. 2 for 2. Let's
I
get
bought a vampire motorcycle. Yeah,
Still
yeah.
got to cover that. He's been requesting it for years now.
Children of the Corn movies. He worked on Krull. He worked on Inseminoid. I mean, a ton of shit. Life Force. A ton of shit.
And that really prepared him for To Catch a Yeti. I guess.
It did. And then he directed a classic.
That
To Catch a Yeti.
You just naming all those movies actually
Classic,
makes me
huh?
not enjoy that. That makes me hate this movie a little bit because I'm like, wait, this puppet was barely animated. What the fuck, man?
What, did it catch a Yeti?
But if you want to know more about the Catch a Yeti,
Okay.
me and Joe did a bonus episode a few years
We
back.
actually did a bonus episode a few years ago, and that was like, you threw me for a loop when you asked me to do that, because I was like, you remember this movie?
I remember that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Meatloaf
I think
was-
I was supposed to be on that, but I was like, okay, are we doing a Catch a Yeti? It was like kind of late. Like, well, we still got to watch the movie. I'm like, all right, I'm fucking leaving. I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I don't
That's
care
one of those
that
where you're
much.
like, I can't really blame you for that.
Yeah. No,
If we just did the recording, maybe I'm not sitting through this
he didn't
whole
stay
thing.
for Meatloaf. I don't know. I don't know why. So yeah, we got our good friend Harry Adam Knight coming back for this episode. Now his original book. Now this is the same guy who wrote Carnosaur.
Yes.
His
Right.
real name is John Brosnan.
Yep.
If everybody's looking him up, he had written Carnosaur. You can go back and check out that episode and the whole history about that. In Jurassic Park, we talk all about it. But he has 2 other movies, including this one, that he had written novels for, and then were adapted into films, which I thought was crazy. This guy has 3.
What's the third one?
Yeah, what was the third
Beyond
one?
Bedlam
Oh, okay.
Oh.
was his third movie. Who also had the guy Alex in this is also in that movie.
Okay.
But the book that this movie's based on is called Slimer,
Mm-hmm.
and Proteus is a really good name change.
It really is.
For this. Also, he wrote the treatment for Carnosaur and Beyond Bedlam, but this is the only movie that he wrote the screenplay for,
Oh,
and I think that's why it's all fucky.
the transition from author to screenwriter is
Yeah.
a little, yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I would have liked him to get a little bit of more help on this.
It's weird how some writers can do it and others can't.
I mean, according to IMDb, again, not that it's the arbiter of all movie facts, there was a second writer, Robert Firth,
Who plays Paul in the movie?
who plays Paul, and he's kind of like an ultimate bit part guy. He's
Yeah.
mostly, if you look at his IMDb, it's like 100 fucking voiceover parts,
Yeah.
like 1,000,000 commercials.
He did the voiceovers for those Doritos, those Be Bold Doritos commercials that came out not too long ago. He did the fucking voice. He did the audio book for Judge Dredd,
oh,
the
yeah,
novel,
yeah.
like the Stallone Dredd novel.
yeah.
Yeah, you may have already said this, but he
Yeah.
plays Paul in the movie
Yeah.
also, yeah.
I'm glad you guys can remember any of
Well,
the
there's-
characters' names.
There's like 2 pieces of trivia literally on IMDb. That's one of them.
Yeah, but he's only credited with additional writing, so
Yeah, so I
I
don't know
mean,
what he
it could have
did.
been. Who knows what it could have been?
And again, who knows? When a movie is like this, people aren't really updating it randomly.
know,
Someone
yeah,
could just add
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, but he's a Philly guy, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I do wonder though, because in Carnosaur we talked about, because Tony had read the book,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that it was wildly different
was
than the
insanely
movie,
different,
and the
yeah.
guy wrote both. So
Yeah.
I do wonder when we finally get the Slimer book, how different will it be from the movie?
If he's
Yeah.
writing the script, then it should.
Well, but
be
that's what I'm saying.
somewhat-
Carnosaur, same thing. It was totally different.
Well, it should be pretty close. I think the thing with Carnosaur is
Well,
like this.
teleplay
Well, the stuff in that book is so out of scope for budget for
Oh.
like Roger Corman, like because
Right.
there's like
Yeah.
multiple dinosaurs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't like wreaking havoc.
I can see that
on
scope.
a whole city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
For this, I don't really know. I
We'll
guess
find out
we'll
eventually.
find out on Book to the Movie.
Or maybe some of that's Reddit will comment and tell us.
Yeah.
but-
I also think it's kind of cool because I didn't really know what Proteus meant, so I was like,
Oh,
"Fuck it,
yeah.
I'm gonna look up what Proteus means."
I think it's like a
I've done-
Greek god or something.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that word before.
Yeah, I've heard it too, but like, why they switch? I mean, clearly they switched it from Slimer so we don't get confused with the fucking Ghostbusters because I don't even know why the fuck he would name it Slimer.
It probably came out before.
There's
that, right?
totally a scene where it's just a fucking
I mean, there's-
gelatinous cube fucking going across
I mean,
the ground.
it does make sense because like it's mostly in its primal form. It's just like goo.
slime,
It's
yeah.
goo.
Oh, 1983.
Yeah.
So it was before Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
A year. He's like, fuck, goddamn you,
I got
Dan.
fucked on Jurassic Park. I got fucked on Ghostbusters.
He's always too early.
He's always- yeah, but I just thought
Well,
that
it was Onion Head in the movie. It was the damn cartoon that fucked him, actually.
I thought it was crazy though that all 3 of his books got made into movies.
Yeah.
So good for him. He had a pretty good career.
Yeah, yeah.
But as far as going from Slimer to Proteus, it was such a more fitting type. Like it's so fitting for the actual movie itself because like Proteus was like a sea god, right?
Okay.
Not like Neptune or what's his face?
I was saying,
Poseidon.
is this Greek or
Poseidon.
Roman?
It is Greek.
It is Greek.
Yeah, he's like a part of other minor sea gods or whatever, and he
Like
controls
a demigod or something, probably.
Yeah, he's like a deity that rules over like small bodies of water, but also parts of the ocean.
Okay.
Homer like refers to him as one of the old men of the sea.
Gotcha.
So put it that way.
All right, so we'll find out when we see the Odyssey later this summer. Okay, got you.
He's the star of the Odyssey.
Well, there you
It's
go.
not
Shark
Matt
monster.
Damon.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Matt Damon's like, hey, Proteus, and it's a shark monster with a heroin addiction.
Well, he can shape. That's the thing. The god could shapeshift, which is cool.
Kills the
that
Cyclops.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that the twist?
Yeah, it's kind of fun too because that's like where protein comes from, which means to like mutate and turn into something else. So it totally fits for the movie.
Yeah, it's a way better.
Title.
Yeah.
Also, just real quick, the alternate title it was Proteus the Shapeshifter, the Shapeshifter.
No.
But
Don't need it.
when you type this into Google,
You get a weird. It's like
man versus shark.
But it doesn't
Yes.
come up literally anywhere but Google. So
And-
is that some weird AI
And I
bullshit?
don't know if that was just like a goof or like fucked up indexing because then it also relates to Cruel Jaws, the Bruno Mattei ripoff.
Yeah, I noticed that too. What was up with that?
I don't know. But
I think somebody went out back and fucked Google and his proverbial ass, and it just hasn't been working great for like 5 years now.
Man versus shark. I'm like, well, it's not super accurate, but I guess it's kind of a shark. I can see how maybe in a country it would be titled that. But Cruel Jaws, I'm like, this has nothing to do.
nothing to
with
do with it. Yeah, but like even if you look at IMDb and the alternate titles, Man vs. Shark isn't even in there.
That's what I mean.
That's
Yeah, it doesn't
weird.
show her
So-
anywhere else.
And like for all intents and purposes, there ain't shit about this movie online. Like as far as production goes or anything like that.
Now imagine being in the year 2001 or 2 and trying to find out what this movie was.
Yeah,
It was a
right.
lot harder,
Oh, yeah.
Joe. It was a lot harder.
2026, and we still got barely anything,
I
right?
had to
yeah.
talk to strangers on the internet to figure out what it was.
Well, to that point, it's only on DVD, Region 2, I think.
Okay.
So, and even then, it's not like a restored version. Now, I want to correct myself about the My Mom's a Werewolf stuff, because some people are like, oh, it's in this 50-pack of movies and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, it is, but it's just a VHS
Yeah.
rip. So it's
Right.
like a glorified bootleg.
People
right?
are saying that, and I get where they're coming from, but like, that's not what we were talking
No,
about.
yeah.
Come
I
on.
watched this on Tubi and it looks like a DVD transfer.
Yeah, and
it
like I got
looks
the
fine.
Laserdisc here, and I got the VHS, and like the thing is, when I say it's not on disc, I mean it's like not restored in its original aspect ratio,
Yeah.
and that's what I kind of want. That's what
Yeah.
I mean when it's not on disc.
We,
Yeah.
we want it cleaned up. We want to see it a
Yeah.
little better. We want those dark shots, especially in this movie. You could see everything fine, but it would be cool if you could see it even better, like those blue shots with the fog of the oil rig or so
Yeah,
haunting.
dude,
Let's get that, on
might help
Blu-ray.
it a little bit.
Those miniature shots are fucking awesome, and the
Yeah.
creature stuff in this, even though it's like sparing, there's
Looks pretty
there's
good.
a lot of cool shit, and all kinds of stuff comes out on like
I
boutique
know.
Blu-ray
Yeah.
labels, and a lot of it is not great. And I feel like this is another one of those lost on video movies that I think would do really well in like a Vinegar Syndrome or like a TerrorVision or something, in my opinion.
I agree.
If you had said that before I rewatched this, I would have been like, yeah, I'll pick this up. Unfortunately, I rewatched it. So
Tony's like, I'll take the 50-pack and just put it on there.
I'll take the Region 2 fucking
Yeah,
German
yeah.
DVD.
I got it at Rite Aid. It
Send
looks
me
like
some
shit.
screenshots of your copy, and I'll go, oh, that's what it would look like.
And that's all. That's pretty much all I got, dude. This is another one of those flicks that just doesn't have shit about it online. Like there's nothing unless you go out and contact the people and talk to them and really get into the nitty gritty of it. It's one of those flicks that's just kind of lost to time, lost to tape, lost to Laserdisc, rather. You know.
Well, the last few times I saw Doug Bradley, I forgot to bring this movie up, but I think I will now.
Oh well, I've already met him multiple times.
Oh.
So guess who's signing that fucking Laserdisc next time?
Okay.
I'd be like, you were great in this for 5 minutes.
Well,
like,
you know,
I was in that?
Tell me all about it.
it's lower on the wrist than all the Hellraisers, I would imagine, to be fair.
Clearly, it was a favor for Bob because Bob had worked on the Hellraiser
Yeah.
movies. Yeah.
His one day on set,
Yeah.
most of it in a makeup chair.
With his old
I-
Wayland makeup on.
I will
Yeah, we'll
say,
talk about
as a kid, I remember like some random guy. I'm like, I feel like this is a big deal, but I don't know who that guy is. I didn't piece together it was Pinhead, and I
Yeah.
didn't really know who Doug
It was,
Bradley
it was Oswald Spencer, actually.
Yeah.
He's coming to check on his experiments.
Don't worry, we'll talk all about him.
But that's one of those when you watch a movie, you're like, I think this is supposed to be like an inside thing, but I don't know who that actor is, so I'm missing it.
That does happen sometimes where it's an old actor you're just
Yeah.
out of touch with. Yeah.
Yeah, so with that being said, you want to plot crunch this, Tom?
Yes.
Don't you look at the back of the box.
Let's plot.
Yeah,
So
every
many-
time you
you're-
gotta
you're
get
so
him with
bad
that.
you guys-
You're not allowed to do that on our show.
You know what's funny? I think at this point I've done more actual plot crunches than reading the back of the box because you banned it so early on.
You can do them on
Dan,
your show,
One of
Tony.
these,
It's
one
all
of these days
you.
I'm just gonna memorize the back of the box.
He's gonna put on the inside of your eyelids. You're gonna be like, Tony, why are your eyes shut? Don't worry about it.
Okay, Proteus. at some point someone said, let's do the thing, but below water. And then someone said, yes, it's called Leviathan. You can actually watch the Movie Dumpster episode of it. So someone said, okay, how about it's on the water, but like kind of above it, but it's
60
still
feet above the water.
Yes. We'll do the thing in the ocean, but not like under the ocean.
All right, but wait a second. But I think we're gonna do Alien.
Sometimes it will be Alien, and sometimes it will be the thing. We'll go back and forth. And
Sometimes we'll use the Terminator theme just to mix it up.
And our heroes will be heroin smugglers. But don't worry, one of them is a good guy. I think maybe that was supposed to be a surprise later in the movie, but the prologue which makes no sense.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, so some heroin smugglers, they're trying to smuggle heroin and their boat blows up. You don't see it, you hear about it.
Oh, you see it in the intro credits, but you don't realize that's what's actually happening.
Yeah.
And they wash. Their raft brings them to an oil rig, which turns out to be a cover for secret experiments about the shark thing, which we'll call it.
It's like the Proteus
A shark chimera,
who
basically.
picks them apart one by one and takes them over, kind of.
Absorbs them.
Imagine if the thing alien was like slower at its job.
Yeah.
That really is what this is.
Slower at its job and could not split itself.
Except for maybe it can. It gets a little confusing at the very end.
We'll see.
And also is really bad at disguising itself to the point where it'll just use its monster voice. Luckily, he's with idiots who are probably strung out and they don't notice that this lady is going,
Give me my heroin.
and then it ends like Resident Evil. There's Proteus. There's your plot.
That's pretty much. Yeah, so right out of the gate, we're introduced to Alex, and he's being interrogated by this guy smoking a cigarette.
You're right. I actually forgot about that part. I'm picturing the opening, like, oh, they're loading up the yacht. Like, yeah, the first minute does ruin it.
Did you see who he was? He was also in Beyond Bedlam.
Craig Fairbrass is the actor. He's in he's another that guy.
Yeah, but he's in the fucking new One Piece show as Chef Zeph.
Oh my! I was like trying to place him the whole time. That was actually one of the best characters translated.
Really?
By the way,
No way.
Chef Zeph is Sanji's like father figure. He's like the chef character. He's one of the
Yeah.
main characters. Holy shit!
That's him, dude.
Well, he's good in this movie. He's way better on the One Piece live action.
sure.
20 fucking years later, he's a better actor. Wow, that's crazy.
What are you talking about?
He sounds exactly like that. I can't believe that's crazy trivia. How'd I miss that one? He's good in this.
He's getting interrogated by this guy. And
the smoking man from X-Files.
The smoking man from Bad Taste.
Yeah, right.
And he's like recording him, and he's like, all right, let's go over this one more time. What the fuck happened on that boat? Where's all the heroin?
Yeah.
And he's like, I already told you, mate. I it's all fucking gone. It's all gone. I don't know what to tell you. And he's like, well, you gotta tell me again. And then it's like,
Yeah. Now, let's circle back to this at the end because it doesn't fit with the ending we saw. I feel like this was.
Do you want to just talk about it now? Because you're already talking about the end of the movie.
Well, the end is like a cliffhanger where he's on a helicopter and it's implied that the monster survives. And it's like, well, we know that cop makes it at least home to get interviewed.
Let's come back to that.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't make any sense at the end.
Yeah.
Let me just front load this by saying, God bless the editor of this movie, Liz Weber. You fucking tried. I'd like to see the friggin' original like reels of footage because there are large chunks of this movie where shit happens, and I'm like, I'm enjoying what's happening, but that made no fucking sense.
We're also dragging it out.
Yeah. But
Throw
right off the bat.
Throw another shot of slime in there. Throw another shot of the hallway.
There's a lot of that, but right off the bat, you're right, Tony. The way this is edited, it's like they were trying to make it make sense, and I'm just curious about that.
I feel
now
like
that you
they
bring it
added
up.
it in so the audience would know that he was an undercover cop earlier.
Which you don't need, though.
But they don't even say that in the beginning.
He says like an hour in.
He's just being questioned, so he could just be a criminal.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So
I don't understand this prologue.
it has
then.
no bearing on
You
what
could just
happens.
start the movie.
Yeah, I feel like they got to the end and they were like, "Oh fuck, we forgot to
We
shoot
need
the
this."
part where he goes and gets captured and gets interrogated."
And they're also trying to do like this kind of cool cinematography. I'm joking about X-Files with the smoking man.
It
but
is,
It
yeah.
looks kind of cool the way they shot this.
I think it's
opener.
shot pretty well. Well, that's the benefit of having this cleaned up because, like, you can appreciate all that stuff a lot more.
Yeah.
We talked about that in the lamp.
True.
You know.
Yeah. They don't even do the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I know, it just cuts to it.
cuts, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess because also when he's explaining like, well, what the hell happened here? They do this thing I hate in movies where they do a montage of shit that happened,
Or like
which
a
spoils the movie.
It's like a quick cut.
It's like the Mission Impossibles do that.
Which I fucking hate. That's my only major complaint about those movies.
Well, they got that for they got to
From the
stick with the
TV
TV show.
Yeah.
It lets you know what you're gonna watch.
Oh, that's
I
right.
get the framing device. I just don't
but
like
how does it fit together?
Right. But then, yeah, it cuts to them loading the boat, and I'm like, wait, is this before? And then he walks on the screen, and you're like, okay, right. This is the before.
This
They
is
didn't
him-
say that explicitly, Sean. Keep up.
This is him retelling the story
yeah.
again. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, take it from the top and begin. And he's like, all right, so we were on a fucking a fucking dock, and we were throwing all our shit into the boat. And the triads were there or something. And he cut off Paul's fingers.
They're like the worst heroin smugglers of all time.
But like they're
Not that I know how to smuggle heroin, but I wouldn't hire these guys.
I don't even know. Like they call them heroin smugglers, but like they clearly tried to make a deal with the triads, and the triads cut this guy's fucking fingers off. So it's like, does he owe him money? Do they owe him drugs?
Well, they stole all the drugs, I guess is the implication. Because I feel like two different kinds of minds of this, because I love the framing device. Video games usually do this a lot, but some movies can pull it off where they don't give you all the information. They just throw you right into the shit, which is what they're trying to do. It's just a little too messy. They had to think about this a little more logistically. I don't think there was a huge budget. They just want to get this thing moving. But yeah, it's kind of jarring. The guy's bleeding all over the place. They're loading bags in. They don't really explain it. They're arguing.
It's a parallel story to Hard Boiled, is what it is. Italian Fat just broke that up.
Yeah, the boat there. It's the same dock. Exactly.
It's the same thing.
And I just want to say, I'm positive that all these characters have names, and I cannot remember a single one. I know you said one with the P. Paul. Peter. Sure, there's one.
Only because he was the co-writer, supposedly.
There's Paul, Mike,
Mark.
See what I mean?
There's Paul, Mark, Alex, Linda, Rachel, and that other chick.
Christine.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one who's got a P.
A lot of characters in this.
Oh, and Dr. Shelley.
Dr. Shelley is
he comes
also
with-
in
Or
movie.
something.
And Rico Ross is in the movie as well.
Oh yeah, Frost is in the movie.
For a hot second.
Yeah. It don't matter when it's Octurian, baby.
Cut to the picture of 14-year-old Tony with Rico Ross at Chiller Theater, 2004. I'll find that for you.
I guess he don't like the cornbread either.
Yeah, but you're right. Like, you're going in, you already have this guy. Like, maybe you don't know he's an undercover cop.
But like,
you know he's like the final guy, the final girl. Let's say
He's the tough guy. He's the macho guy that's like, I'm not fucking around. I'm Jason Stratham, and we're gonna deliver this heroin.
Yeah.
He's fucking Red Shoes Zeph, I believe.
But like the problem is like I hate all these characters, and they're technically bad guys.
They all suck.
We said this.
But they're like white collar criminals, Tone. That's the thing.
We said this with like Alien 3. It's like part of the problem with that movie is like, well, they're all like murderers. It's kind of, you kind of don't feel too bad when they get eaten. You're like, ah. So for this, I'm just like, oh no, I hope the heroin smugglers make it out of this.
That's the thing, though. They're not like pirates or anything. They're just like rich white dudes.
Yeah.
That have like a yacht. They're not particularly like tough guys or anything. They're just like, they want to be like, they're like wannabes.
Exactly. And then, we get the opening credits with this like real somber music playing, and it's like this blue overtone of again, a boat blowing up, which I don't realize is the yacht.
It's a sailboat. It's not a fucking yacht.
They show it
and
three times.
And it gets like struck by lightning.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, they got struck by lightning. And then all of a sudden later they're floating in the raft, and he's like, why'd you smoke that fucking joint down below?
He's yelling at Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, you stoner. You fucking ass. Oh, I didn't fall asleep.
I passed out because I was on heroin.
Yeah, the one guy's real strung out. He passed out, blew up the boat, and they're just chilling on a raft.
They never got the message, don't get high on your own supply. They have like, we got 10 kilos of fucking heroin. Definitely don't use any of it, the two of them.
Well, now it's on the bottom of the fucking ocean,
Yeah.
and they only have like a belt pack's worth of heroin. He's got
money
like
clip,
he's got like a money clip, but it's like how much there's a lot of heroin still in that bag.
I guess they got a decent amount. I mean, I've never taken heroin. I saw Pulp Fiction and what it did to,
Vincent Vega,
well, not Vincent Vega, but fucking
Mia Wallace.
Mia Wallace.
Well,
there you go.
You know what? There's always time to start. We'll do a bonus video. We all try.
It's all right. We'll get the EpiPen out with the adrenaline, and we'll
my
stick it in
goodness.
Tony.
How did the movie dumpster guys die? Tony gave him heroin.
This is the same thing when we were going to do the Tony's ice block challenge
Oh, yeah.
on the spikes.
Oh, right.
Remember that shit a couple
For
years
heavyweights?
ago?
Yeah, for heavyweights. It's going to go the same way.
Except now it's heroin needles instead of ice on your back. It's like a saw.
It's like a saw trap.
Yeah, it is. Well, Tony reviewed them all, so he's the expert.
That's
Most
also
of
true.
them.
Yeah, you watched them all.
Yeah, that I did.
So they're on this fucking raft, and this body pops up.
But
Yeah.
by the way, Mandela effect. I swore in the beginning they got attacked by a hippo, and I think that was Congo.
Totally Congo.
When I was watching, it's like, oh right, hippo. I don't know who I was
Hippo, yeah.
pointing to in my bed by myself. The cat. I was like, space cat, hippo in this scene, and then it was the
yeah.
dead body. I'm like, what was the hippo? What? I'm like, Congo. And I mixed them up in my head.
That's a way different scene.
So I know.
Yeah.
I just for some reason, even though they're in the ocean, it'd be weird if there was a hippo just in the ocean.
The
but I-
indigenous aquatic hippo.
Maybe that colored my viewing. I was like, what else am I wrong about? I was wrong about a
I
hippo.
mean, we never did find out what happened to Pablo Escobar's hippos after they
True.
escaped.
They became saltwater hippos on the oil rig experiment. Yeah.
I don't know. He treated them pretty nicely. They were pretty fucking pissed when he got murdered and never came back.
By
They're
the
on
way,
the hunt.
I reviewed
They're
every
hungry guys.
I reviewed every anaconda movie recently, and I realized like some of them are in Asia, and I'm like, anacondas don't live in Asia. How'd they get there? So hippos could be in the ocean.
It's
now.
possible.
By anaconda logic, you can have a hippo in the ocean.
Yeah.
But yeah, they find the dead body, and like some of them are terrified. The other ones are like, "That's great. That means there's something
There's a
nearby because it's fresh."
Actually
I'm like,
kinda
I don't know if I
smart.
want to go there.
I'm sitting there like I just played like 6 or 7 Resident Evil games like back to back.
Six
so
or what? 6 or
Oh,
7?
6,
God.
7.
I wasn't even trying to
That
do
meme's
that.
dead. It died a few
I don't
months
know.
back. I'm keeping it fresh.
I know we already joked about how this is basically another Resident Evil movie, but because I have that in the back of my head for the last couple months of just burning through the series, I'm like, instantly like, oh shit, are there? I've seen the fucking movie, I forgot. I'm like, oh yeah, zombies, right?
Yeah,
oh, that's not. It's just a dead body.
No, this is Revelations. This is
That's
the
what I mean.
T abyss
It
virus.
feels like right because that one was on a lot of boats. And
yeah,
shit.
this is the Queen Zenobia.
Yeah.
So who's Claire? Who's Jill? Who's Barry?
No, it's a whole different.
Who's
It's a whole
Jessica?
different crew.
No, this is
Can I be
Zach Cra-
Jessica? I get like a hot bodysuit.
This is Zach Krager's Proteus, okay?
Oh.
It's taking...
So Tony, you're the fat zombie in the sewer. Okay. Got you.
I'm pretty sure
Jeepers.
that's going to be the merchant from Resident Evil Village. That movie's going to end with him
yeah,
getting away.
maybe.
Anyway,
Could be smoking a cigar.
Honestly, I think that fucking thing's gonna explode and something's gonna come out of it. But
It's
we'll
actually a
find out.
secret Dune sequel.
Oh god, yeah, right. It does look like Kurt Conan.
He's
gonna
a
float
Conan. So anyway, I love how like they turn her around on the raft. She doesn't scream at the dead body, but she looks over and she screams at the oil rig. Oh right. She goes, ah! And they're like, what?
I'm like, what, a man-made structure that probably has people?
I can understand if it was a boat coming
giant
at you.
cylinder.
Yeah. Well, what are we gonna do? Someone's gotta climb it, and like Alex is like, "What about you? No. What about you? No. What about you? No. Well, I guess I gotta do it."
And then there's that one guy who just won't stop
Guess it's me,
yelling.
isn't it?
There's one guy who's like, we're down here!
Oh yeah.
We're here!
Can't you hear
us?
We're here! I'm like, dude, that's really high up. And you're in the ocean. It's loud.
There's one guy. What?
What?
I don't know. Some guy's yelling at
You
me.
don't have a flare or anything. You don't have a speaker. Like, you're going to have to climb the ladder, bud.
Alex also kind of reminds me of that more recent Jack Reacher show. That
I
guy's
love
way
it.
bigger.
Oh,
The
right.
Amazon show. But I'm like, okay, Jack Reacher's just gonna climb up this fucking thing. Speaking of Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible.
grabbing onto like giant bolts.
Yeah.
Not the ladder that's like built into the side because you have to like climb up the bolts to get to the ladder.
Mhm.
It's like what?
And it's raining and they're in the middle of the
Well,
ocean and it's foggy.
I think normally you would be on a real boat, not a raft.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Also
thing.
true, yeah.
You would be on a real
Way
boat that
higher.
can reach the ladder.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be on a raft
No, but I'm
with
saying
a bunch of heroin
I'm saying
addicts.
yeah, so they climb these bolts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
impressive. He gets like
Well,
in the-
you know when you're on a raft and you're a heroin smuggler and you come up to an oil rig, and that's what you do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, speaking of rafts, they're lucky they didn't land on the island of Dr. fucking Moreau. We know what happens when you land there.
Dude, Moreau would have a great time with Charlie.
Oh
the
my
Proteus
god! Oh my
monster.
god! He's so beautiful. Look at him. Look,
God.
he's gonna absorb everybody on this island.
Since I opened up the door, he knows what's going on with Brinkstone, right? They know. They're connected to Umbrella. They know
they studied at the-
Gideon.
they
They know Oswald Spencer.
They all studied at the same evil genius college.
In the 50s, they were at the fucking Trevor mansion
Yeah.
making the plans
Spencer.
for Spencer. Yeah.
Evil medical
Holy
school.
shit.
Evil medical school.
With the evil medical school.
He got his degree on the wall. Look at
All
him.
the fans that just watch movies and don't play Resident Evil, I'm sorry. But you need to do your research,
It
folks.
is free Resident Evil.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I love the miniatures.
they're
The
great.
wide shots of the miniatures are really cool, and I like the mood of this movie.
Yeah.
Like the setting is cool.
Yeah, there's a weird feeling to this movie.
Yeah.
This movie, we'll talk about when like the monsters start showing up.
Which isn't for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I noticed. But like They do like weird things that you wouldn't normally do in your monster movie, like kind of show the monster like real quick.
Sure.
That just gave me like a weird feeling. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, because they start doing this shit too, where like as they're going in the boat, like he lets down the elevator or the crate thing, and they all walk in. They're intercutting it with monster vision,
with Rico Ross being chased.
Rico
you don't
Ross is
see it,
being
right.
chased,
Yeah.
and then there's like monster vision, which is green and then turns to red.
I think that's because once it starts becoming addicted to the heroin, I think it's supposed to be a visual cue, but maybe I'm reading too much into it.
When it's lost its mind, I guess.
And that's
guess
why
so.
I thought. Maybe I'm giving
Because
it
it was so sane to begin with.
Oh yeah. So it's just like it's like a docile killer monster,
Yes.
and then when it does heroin, it turns into like rage.
Well, it's like
killer
Homelander.
monster?
It's already pissed off. You give him some V1, he's just gonna murder everyone. yeah, he's gonna murder everyone.
But yeah, it's implied that this monster's already killed everyone else, and Rico Ross is like the last one.
I question mark.
He's running from this
Because-
flubber monster or something.
So they get in there and like everything's flooded out, and again, it feels like Deep Rising.
How?
Actually,
Always.
cool moment. Rico Ross is like on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
And he gets eaten right away as they're about to open the
Oh,
door.
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's like
yeah.
that cool moment where like,
Oh
if
shit!
they
It's
had
gonna
opened
burst
it a
through.
minute earlier.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just like a match cut kind of thing to like.
Oh, I thought he was meant to be literal, like he's on the other side of the door. Why they couldn't hear him, I don't know.
Oh, I mean maybe.
That's a cool idea where like he just got zapped.
I
I'm
thought
like,
I thought it was just too.
that gave me like an eerie feeling. I'm like, oh, it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
It could just be anywhere.
It's creepy, man.
It was 10 inches away from them and they had no idea.
Funnily enough, like it's shark related.
Yeah.
We've already said that a few times. It's kind of like Ghost Shark on
Yeah.
to some level. That could literally come out of literally any body of water, even a fucking surfing thing.
Yeah.
What do they call that? The
Infinity pool.
the kid slides into the thing on the grass. Slip and
Oh,
slide.
slip and slide.
It's not that. It's not. It can't teleport like Ghost Shark. Yeah. But it
Sorry,
can go
dude.
through like the
Yeah,
air vents
yeah,
and
yeah.
the water
It
on
can
the
change
ground.
its anatomy to be liquid.
It's like a vampire in that respect. Turn
It's
to
like
mist and
it's like
shit.
T1000.
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of things.
And these sets are actually really cool. I love like all like the doors and stuff because it's like that semi-futuristic thing, and it kind of feels a little bit like Alien.
Yeah.
It
And a little
does.
not as cool as Leviathan, and I guess not as cool as Alien. Maybe more like the sets of like Creature with Klaus Kinski.
Okay.
Like something like that, like the low budget version of that.
I did think it was funny. They're just like, I know how to open this door.
Yeah,
Just wave
it's
her
a
hand.
sensor.
And it's like, I'm like, wow, that was a lucky guess.
Well, because like every other door is your standard like military, like naval base, like oh, okay, they're built like this so the water can flow in and out. And then this is like some octagonal fucking lit up thing. It's like, hello, welcome to the lab. When they walk in, they're like, oh, the lab, computers everywhere.
Oh, dude, this is
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
Umbrella Lab.
Yeah.
Straight
And
up.
it looks like a
Yeah.
They are-
stereotypical evil bio company.
They are making the T Abyss virus in this fucking oil rig.
They're making them all ABC,
Yeah.
Veronica C, DX.
Alex like finds a gun that just happens to be lying around.
It was probably Rico's.
Yeah,
I
it
love
might
it.
have been actually.
The dialogue in this movie is so good because it reads like a shitty paperback novel.
It reads like Resident Evil.
It's so good because he's like, is that gun loaded? He's like, yeah, it's loaded. And he's like, are you happy now? And he's like, yeah, I'm happy. And it's like, okay.
Well, they're all scared because now Alex is like the one guy they're intimidated of.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know how I feel about you having a gun. And then his girlfriend has like the other weapon. She's like, well, I've had an Uzi. They're like, huh?
They're just guns all over the place.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wait, hold on. We forgot. I forgot my favorite part. When they're arguing about how they're going to split the money up with the heroin, the guy
yeah.
who's responsible for the boat, it's like, you mean 6 ways, right? And they look at me like, no, you're not getting any of the
you're
money.
the one who burnt the boat down.
Yeah, I just thought that was real funny that he's still negotiating. Like, no, you're out.
Yeah, you and your girlfriend don't get shit.
You're lucky you're not off the rent.
But I put the money up. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you also lost it.
You also
Sorry, I
lost
just
it
wanted
all.
to bring that
Yeah,
up.
nah, that was a good gag.
Well, this is also intercut with shots of like nutsack that dangles from the
Yes.
thing,
Which-
and then like there's like shit on the floor slopping around.
Like a
yeah,
nutsack with an eyeball.
Again,
in it.
Yeah.
I think that was the stuff that I liked about this.
Yeah.
That like we are aware that there is a monster in there.
Yeah.
And we know the characters don't know. And
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
a matter of like when are they gonna like interact? Kind of reminds me of like another Doug Brown, Hellraiser. We know
Yeah.
Frank
Yeah.
is in the attic.
Yeah.
But the characters don't.
It's
So
Leviathan.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like very, very tense. Like usually, like the Thing or Alien, we
Yeah.
know the alien's around, but we don't
Yeah.
see it most
Yeah.
of the time until it attacks. I kind of like where the movie goes, it's right here. All they have to do is turn, and then it makes you more tense where you're
'Cause
like,
when is it gonna
get
get him?
around, they're
Yeah.
behind you. It's behind you.
What's even creepier is like for most of the movie, it's just like slime or it's just like this little dongle thing. So like you can easily miss it and walk past it.
And I love, I mean, the reveal's a little later in the film, but like they show like these weird, like almost like tentacle, like cables that are like cameras essentially watching them.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you as an audience member, like, just like what you guys just essentially said, know they're being watched, but you don't realize it's literally the creature, again, kind of like Wesker or a security guard watching the monitor. This big fucking slime creature just, I'm watching you. It's just, I don't know, you wouldn't think that. It has some intelligence to it, which they do explain, but.
Yeah.
So apparently in this lab, they were trying to, I mean, let's just fast forward.
Yeah.
They're trying to create a way for like longevity, like you know, forever life.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm
As
looking
you
for.
do.
Immortality. Oh my God. Forever life?
I
immortality.
mean, again, biochemical weapons.
Eternal life, yeah. And there's like all these cages around and shit because like other animals were there. You think the fucking rat, the kind of a big rat from Unknown Origin was on this ship?
Well, that's why it was so smart, right?
And then he got onto a boat, went to New York, terrorized Peter Weller.
Oh, it got away?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's part of Charlie.
Yeah, that's why he had so much trouble finding it. It would turn into water.
It would turn into goo and slime around. It came out of the sewer.
And he was using his grandmother's traps to trap it. Not good. Not good.
What are you using, your fucking grandmother's alien slime traps?
What, did he somehow freeze this fucker when he hit it with the bat at the end? Okay.
So there's just so from there there's like then we just go around the ship and then it's just lots of walking around the ship and going back and forth.
You said you like the sets and I'm like, yeah, the hallway that's flooding.
Yeah.
Lab 1, lab 2.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it would be a better video game than a movie. I actually do like this movie, but I do think it would be a way better video game. I was thinking about
it feels like a video game. It feels like Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, like a spin-off or just something in that vein. Add some zombies, add some creatures. I think that's this movie's biggest sin. But it also kind of works in its favor at the same time.
It's a Capcom game.
Aquatic horror movies horror games are kind of fun. I played Layers of Fear 2, I think, is on a boat.
I didn't play that.
And there's one called Under Depths of Fear.
Oh shit.
Where it's basically like it's not the Titanic, but like what if you were on the Titanic and it was sinking and you saw ghosts and stuff. It was a fun game.
But what I meant by that is just like Deep Rising just has a point of comparison. Like it is one monster, but it has those little like pupils like pupil things that it throws out, like part of its tentacles that attack you, and the tentacles are actually a threat that kill people constantly. Whereas this, it's just like, all right, it has that little ball sack thing it hangs and it takes someone over. But other than that, it's like we needed some more something. Like this thing had to, I mean, it kills every one of them. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted more.
I had this false
entities?
memory.
I don't know.
I guess it only happens kind of twice, but I thought they fought like smaller versions
That's what I was thinking,
the shark monster more. That was my memory.
Oh,
but no, it's kind of like they'll show like a human-sized shark monster and then the scene is done. Or it gets away or it gets shot.
Because the faces like morph, whatever. Because you have to understand, like, once this creature gets you and absorbs you, drinks you basically, it gains like your knowledge and all this other shit.
Your memories. And your addictions.
And your addictions, But it's only one creature. And it can
until the end, but yes.
And then, well, we'll talk about it. And it can turn into slime. Or a giant shark monster, whatever it really wants to be. You can morph into whatever it wants.
Yeah.
Mostly the people it absorbs to trick other people. Yeah, so then it's just a lot of like them theorizing what could be wrong on the ship. Like maybe there was a virus outbreak and everybody jumped ship or everybody was killed, but where are the bodies and all that kind of stuff. And there's this really cool shot too. Speaking of creep factor of this movie, they're all like arguing in this like surveillance room because the radio is not working or anything like that. And on the monitor, you see like somebody walk by.
Yeah.
And that was pretty fucking creepy, man.
Oh. Yeah. And then they chase after that person. That's like the first one you see with like the fucked up face.
Yeah, that was so like in a normal movie, they wouldn't show you that.
No.
Because they want to build up to be, but this one, it just shows you like she turns like it's not done transforming yet.
Yeah.
It's rare we see a monster like struggling to do its job.
In the middle of the
thing.
So
it's like, fuck. It's like trying to fix its face.
But
and then they meet
it does, so they
it's
don't
like the
notice.
Grand High Witch trying to put her fucking
Yeah.
And then they get her, and then she's just like, help me. Like she's doing the monster voice.
That's a little bit later, but it's like, oh, you don't understand, you can't fight it or something.
I swear to God, that was Doug Bradley doing it.
There's this weird scene too where like you get monster POV and it's going, they're like all eating in the mess hall, right? and the monster POV is like blowing up lights as it's going down the
Yeah.
Yeah,
hallway,
that was weird. I'm like, wait, how's it blood?
which is fine, but
was
then
like
it gets
a keep or
into,
something.
but then it gets into the fucking mess hall and it like blows up the lights like
Yeah.
over them, and it doesn't really make any sense.
But how is it blowing
I
up
don't
the
know.
lights? I don't understand.
Psycho energy or something. I don't know. Ghosts could do that.
I guess if it's liquid, it gets in there and
It's not a
sorts
ghost.
it out, maybe.
Well, because
but-
then because the next shot is like it turns into goo and like goes down one
Right.
of the
Yeah.
things. This is like when we first get like our first attack with this thing, because Paul is like, I'm gonna go find Mark after I shoot my heroin and give him some heroin.
Even
or
though they've been
something.
talking about heroin this whole movie, it was still a little shocking to see him pull the needle out.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Because then you're like, oh shit, it's this kind of movie, and like
Well, I'm worried about the business. I'm like, you're supposed to sell that.
Yeah.
Stop,
Yeah, right.
stop.
And that's
Getting
all he's
high-
got left, the
getting-
retainer.
Getting high on your own supply is the big
Yeah.
no-no. And Linda's his wife, and she's just like, "Oh, why are you always doing this? We can't be selling drugs and blah blah blah." And it's like, why are you with this fucking guy?
Plot convenience. But yeah, he goes outside. Got to bring this to Mark. Give him his fix.
This motherfucker, the BOV attacks him, and
Yeah.
he's like flying through the hallway. It's pretty awesome. But then like there's like a digital effect on his face
Oh god! And he's like bleeding from the
that,
head.
that like melts it.
You're right. If the camera goes and they kind of do an Evil Dead.
It's like Evil Dead 2.
But they're in a narrow hallway,
Yeah.
so it's not quite as effective. It kind of looks like he's just on a cart going, ah!
I kind of love it.
And also, it just looks like, monster blood or like
Yeah.
flubber coming at him or some
Yeah.
shit. The green effect, I kind of like it, but it doesn't always do the movie any favors.
So they all hear him screaming and they run out and they're like, what, where the fuck's Paul? Blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, Dr. Shelley opens the door and he's like, hello. What are you
Wow.
doing on shift?
He is not here. Please leave.
He's not here. Bye.
They do run to his screams and find Dr. Shelley. It's not like
Yeah.
he's literally right there, but
Yeah.
yeah, they find this guy and they're
Well,
like,
yeah, that's what I
"Huh,
said."
Who the fuck are you? Yeah, and he explains, yeah, just get the hell out of here. I'm not going to explain anything.
He
You
shuts
shouldn't
the
be
door.
here.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? And then Alex is like,
Doesn't
no.
lock the door.
Does what?
He shuts it, but does not lock the
Oh,
door.
Well,
wow.
he shoots it and then he kicks
Oh,
it
I
open.
guess.
Right, Alex shoots the shit
I
out of it.
feel
Like, fuck
I'm sorry if you're in like on the ocean and
Yeah.
or that should be that door should be more
He's
secured.
like, what the fuck's going on here?
I do love though the visual storytelling when they go in there and they kind of look around and like, all right, well he's not fucking here, so they just like leave the room and I'm sitting there like, well, was there another exit he could have gone through besides the door you shot down?
Yeah.
No. So he's got to be in here, but they just pan to like the clothes on the ground.
Yeah.
They've talked about this a few times where they keep finding clothes and they found like that one woman that they found with the fucked up face a
Yeah.
little later. They found her clothes in her bracelet and then that becomes a point of contention later.
Yeah.
But they keep showing that and like Joe and Tony already
They
said.
also have
Well,
like
it pans down and you see Paul's clothes.
Paul's
in the-
clothes,
in the
that's what it
place.
is. Just people keep getting sucked alive or
Yeah.
all they see is the
they also
clothes.
have like a grade school model of DNA in the lab
Yes.
there.
Before Dr. Shelley slams the door in their face, he's like, "Oh, don't worry, it was Charlie, but we have him under control now. Okay, bye bye. Go home." He also throws Alex against the fucking wall.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah,
important.
to show like he's like somewhat
He, like,
not,
picks
he's
him
like
up
a
and
tiny
throw-
dude. He's
Yeah.
like, "Ugh."
And he's like, "How the fuck is that old man so strong?"
Yeah, because even that other lady, when they chase after her, she does the same thing. He's like, all right, something's fucked up. Two wimpy looking people threw me around. Something's off.
They don't see the clothes, but on the wall, or on the screen, it says, "Linda, help me." Like,
Yeah.
help me, I'm in hell, you know? And this is where we get that scene that you were talking about with the other researcher woman
Yeah.
who gets caught.
Yeah.
You're right, Tone, because like sometimes the people come through even though it's Charlie.
Yeah.
Like Charlie, when Charlie, I guess, absorbs you, it has all your memories and shit, but like it also kind of has your soul or your conscience inside of
Yeah.
it as
Yeah.
well. So like it's almost like a split personality thing where like sometimes you can
it
come out for a little
struggles
bit.
to like control.
Yeah.
the
Like
pers-
Dr.
yeah.
Shelley even explains that
Yeah.
later in
Yeah.
in a videotape that Alex finds. He gives the lore dump and explains it all.
But basically, it's like if I'm going to be this person, I need its memories to be more like it. But then it's like, but now their personality's coming out,
Yeah.
and they know that they're a shark monster.
But this thing's pretty smart because it doesn't go full like pod people on it, like
Yeah.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like
Yeah.
it knows, like, okay, if this is just a total hive mind, it doesn't say this, but
Yeah.
you read between the lines. Like
Yeah.
it's not a full on hive mind. It's just like,
Consolidated into one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It is a hive mind technically, but it's not. If you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
This researcher also does like a plot dump too. This is where we find out that Brinkstone is looking for the solution for eternal life and stuff. So he's got this Oswald Spencer, Peter Whalen thing going on where he wants to like find the secret to eternal life by means of experimentation and however many people it takes to die first.
Yes.
pretty standard for scientists
Yeah,
in movies.
Pretty
and
standard
media.
umbrella operation.
Yeah,
I'm glad he did it in the ocean.
He tried. Well, they do keep saying that. Well, this is out in the middle of nowhere. You were trying to hide something.
He's like,
No
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Not really doing the most legal shit here.
Alex gets thrown through a fucking window by this woman, by the way,
That's
which
when
is actually really cool.
Yeah.
They're like, are you okay? And that's when he's like, oh, 2 people in a row. What the hell?
He's like, somebody else has to do the introductions next time.
well, and then
Okay.
he chases after her with the machine gun.
Yeah.
And then that leaves Linda, Mark.
Yeah, Mark. The only
Mark-
guy that wants to get the fuck out of there,
Yeah.
basically, constantly.
Well, he
was
just
yelling.
wants to get high. He's
Yeah.
like, where's that
Well,
belt?
There's that
Yeah.
too. Yeah. He's like, where'd Paul leave the drugs?
And this is cool too because like Rachel is on her own fucking separate mission because Alex, I don't know, like they run right out of the room together, but somehow it gets split up. But Rachel finds that chick like in a tank.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, what's all this shit? There was slime all over it. And then this monster popped out. And the effects are pretty cool. And then she ends up running back and then runs into Alex and they all get back together again.
Yeah.
But this is when Buckley shows up and he's like, y'all see Charlie? He's like, it's
This is
coming.
the Rico Ross character.
Yeah.
This is the moment that like scared me as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And for some reason I thought it happened way earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
But I don't really get Charlie's like plan here.
Well, like she's running away. Rachel runs away and
Yeah.
she's like, oh my God, it's chasing me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden around the corner comes Rico Ross and he's
Yeah.
like, those fucking scientists, they fucked up.
Yeah. And he's like, let's go in the mess hall or whatever.
He's like, here it comes.
He's like, everyone get in there. Everyone stand in front of me, facing away from me.
And everybody-
I'm not a bad guy. Point all your guns at the door. And then I'm like watch it. The first
Yeah.
time I was like, well, he's going to help him out. And actually, the first time I watch it, it's terrifying. Where they're like, where is it? He's like, right here.
Oh, it's great because he's like, it's close, it's coming.
Yeah. But then as I watch it now, I'm like, why did he reveal himself? Like, why did he announce that
it's
he
a
was going to
movie.
attack them?
It's a movie.
I guess so.
He like bursts out of the
Yeah.
skin and like punches Rachel across the
Yeah.
room and she like flies. It's pretty cool.
It's a good moment, like
Yeah.
when you initially watch it, but I'm just like, you could have picked these off one by one. Why did you make a big scene about it?
I think maybe because he got Paul. Charlie got Paul and he's already got the heroin in him and he's like, oh, I'm all fucked up. He's like making bad decisions, you know?
That's true. Heroin addicts don't make the best decisions. I mean,
he
it's
is
not a plot
sweating,
hole
like-
anymore.
Yeah,
Totally
he's
fine.
sweating.
Totally
So-
buttoned up, dude.
He was. I thought he was just sweat, but you're right. He is sweating.
And again, it's a movie. Tony, you're right. If the thing really wanted to kill them all, it had a machine gun, it
Yeah.
would have just shot them all. That's not
That's
the
the thing,
point.
just shoot
That's not the point of the movie. It's
but
got to
yeah,
scratch the shit out of the girl so she could be injured.
Yeah.
and
But
be
that
on
was
a
a-
table. Oh,
that was a cool moment though, where like you think like, oh, thank God that hero's there.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
right?
like, nope, bad guy.
He's like, oh, he'll be in the movie for a little bit longer. No, budget ran out for Rico Ross. So now Rachel's in the bed and she's all fucked up and they're like trying to make a plan. Mark's like picking up all the guns because he's like scared shitless and he's got all the guns. He's like, oh fuck. And then now you see like the tentacles coming through
Yeah.
the vent and the ball sack comes out and
And
they're all,
that's my favorite. So we now know there's a monster. We're not sure how it works, but we know it can take over people's bodies.
Yes.
This girl's injured. Let's shut the curtain.
yeah.
I'm like, no!
My favorite part about this scene is like, oh, they're all like, what the fuck are we gonna do? What the fuck are we gonna do? Meanwhile, this monster's taking over her body.
Not being even
And
quiet about
it like comes down and goes inside her mouth. And,
Yeah.
like, it's pretty gross.
That
It
part
looks good.
stuck with me so
Dude,
much.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
But the whole time you can hear the machine beeping.
Yeah.
And it's going beep, 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 beep. Like there's an alarm and everybody's like totally ignoring it. And then she starts to fucking melt. And
these
they're all
people
like,
are fucking deaf.
yeah. They're like, wait a second, did you hear something?
This is supposed to be your girlfriend or wife or something, Alex. He is not looking. I mean, again, she has to have this happen or the rest of the movie doesn't work. But it makes no fucking sense.
just
And the effects looks cool. The green slime
Yeah, I
under
love
the
it, I love
cover.
it, yeah.
But I couldn't believe that they shut the curtain. It's like, this isn't a real hospital. You're not doctors.
And then they try to like save the situation from like an editing standpoint where it's like, oh, wait, something sounds off. And they open the curtain and it's back to normal, which is like, all right.
Not even, dude, not even. This fucking beeping is like beep, 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 beep. Like something's wrong. And she's like, you smell that? Something stinks.
Oh, yeah. Smells like rotten
But I was
eggs.
thinking like Alien when Kane had the face hugger. They put him in a big room with windows.
Yeah.
In a thing with the windows, so they always had an eye on him.
Yeah. So she like literally melts and then reforms. And she's like, hi, I'm fine. I'm all better now.
Also, it cleans their clothes. I noticed.
It kind of has to, right?
Yeah.
It's like, because it can't.
See, that's the thing with the thing. It rips your clothes up, throws
Yeah.
your dirty drawers in the fucking
Yeah.
garbage.
It's a classic like metamorphosis type of character thing, like a clay face or an
Yeah.
alien. If so many fantasy things have done this, and that's
Yeah.
how you spot the difference. It creates it too perfectly. Invasion of the Body Snatchers that I mentioned earlier, same thing.
But it does do the clothes too, even down to the bracelet. That's what I was saying about when Linda says she found the clothes before for that researcher. She talks about her bracelet, and holds up the bracelet, but yet the monster's also wearing the bracelet. So like,
Yeah,
it,
well, that's why
it creates everything.
Gotcha.
She calls that out specifically, and no one gives a shit.
So Alex tries the radio again, and that fucking blows up. And he finds a VHS tape left by Shelley, and it says like "Watch Me" on it or whatever.
Resident Evil.
Oh.
This is like finding the notes.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which,
Make it a fucking
let's be
video
honest,
game.
the
Why was
Resident Evil games are derivative of horror movies. So what other horror movies were they getting this
Shinji
from?
Mikami saw this, or at least someone on his staff fucking definitely saw this movie.
Yeah, but like they were like, "Wow, let's do that," but like do it on an oil rig.
I mean, if you research anything about Resident Evil, they literally said that's how they made the game. They said, watch a bunch of horror movies and then take your favorite parts and we'll talk about it in a meeting.
But this feels like right out of that. Like I'm thinking
The
of
way
7.
that it's executed.
Wait, Resident Evil 7 when you're on like the boat at the end.
Yeah.
And you find the tape from your wife. I'm
yeah.
sure I'm getting that right. They're
Well,
on a boat at the end.
that's why we
right?
mentioned
like a
Revelations,
container.
Stone, because the whole game's on a boat.
No, it was like a ship because that's how the girl got
Into
to
the thing,
family.
I just beat it. Yeah, it's the last area.
Yeah. But yeah, he gets the tape and it's like, hey, let me explain everything to you.
This is my plan.
Yeah.
So like Shelley's on the fucking tape, and he's like, I'm going to become Charlie soon, and here's the whole plot dump. I made a strain of DNA capable of instant evolution. We couldn't get it to work on any of the other animals until we tested it on a great white shark, and then it worked. I don't know.
It works so well. I told this lady trying to cure autism about how she should use sharks. I'm sure it'll go really.
Alzheimer's.
Sorry. Not autism. Sorry, that's the script I'm writing.
Oh, the other. yeah.
Alien Covenant. What the fuck are you talking
No,
about?
Deep
Deep
Blue
Blue
Sea.
Sea.
Or
Because
was
they
that
use sharks to cure Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of it.
We made brain bigger. I don't know.
It wasn't. It was one of the Predators, actually.
Oh, yeah, no, that's, the
the Predator. Holy
Yeah.
shit, that was bad.
They weren't trying to cure autism. They were trying to use
No,
it.
the Predator
that's
wanted
what it was.
autism.
That's what it
Give me
was.
all your autism.
Which implies the predators just naturally aren't autistic.
Yeah.
Wow. But no, yeah.
They need spine juice for autism or something.
But I like that in this universe, they're like, well, that guy clearly fucked it up, but my Alzheimer's research could benefit from sharks.
Like, doesn't skip a beat. He's like, we didn't know what we did, but it was perfect organism. It always evolved fast. But you know what? When it gets heroin, it gets confused.
How did they
Yeah, right. How did they get that?
What,
Like, wait, we gave it code.
what are the chances that they had every narcotic possible on that oil
They're in
rig
the
to
middle of
test
nowhere,
out?
Tony. They're bored.
I guess so. But then what are the chances that, like, the one thing that this thing's addicted to, a bunch of smugglers who
Wow.
have that exact
happen to
thing
have
would
it, yeah.
happen to watch by?
It's called Kismet, Tony.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, a very large dose of heroin will knock out Charlie. Won't kill Charlie, but will knock out long enough for you to, I don't know what, maybe kill it, question mark. We don't know how. Anyway, I'm turning into Fishman now. Goodbye.
Well, they literally do the Invasion of the Body Snatchers,
Yeah.
the remake with Donald Sutherland. They yell at the screen.
It's actually pretty cool because he turns into the chick first, and then the fish.
Well, he does like the Michael Jackson video.
Yeah.
You're black, you're white. Yeah, literal.
Don't matter if you're Fishman or not.
But it's kind of cool because they're intercutting between that and Rachel, who we did see get taken over. But you're seeing like it's being explained that she's about to attack. She attacks, I think, the other drug addict guy. Now she's going to kill Christine, and it's being explained at the same time.
Yeah, it's like intercut.
And
But
Christine's
I
death
like
is
that.
fucking crazy.
oh, it's so cool. She like grabs her and like this black tentacle shoots into her mouth, and then like turns her into fucking goo. It's great.
That's the best
melts
kill in the
their
movie.
body
Yeah,
down.
it's like how the Hungry Beast eats people in TerrorVision.
A little bit,
when he kills
yeah.
Grandpa and he turns him into juice and then drinks him off the floor.
Felt like a Fulci movie for a second, and it was kind of cool. Linda comes back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I had a brain fart or something. I was like, fucking Linda just died. What am I doing? Oh, wait, no, that was Christine.
the other
I
one.
don't rewind. Oh, not
That was-
denim jacket lady.
That was the chick
Yeah,
who had
that-
to pee.
Again, a lot of characters where I'm like, wait, which one lady is this? Is that the other guy's girlfriend? Who is this? I was getting so confused with all the characters. I'm like, How many drug addict guys are there?
Well, they do
Three.
intentionally make it a little confusing when Mark dies because it's not on screen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Rachel's there. She's talking to Mark. She touches him, does the thing shit. And then Mark's gone and Christine's talking to what she thinks is Ray. It's actually, that scene's really well done.
She does grab Mark and like her hand transforms and starts to absorb him, but like it's off screen. Linda comes in and sees Mark like all on the heroin too. And she's like, Jesus Christ, you're shooting up again. Wait, would you watch this fucking guy? He's going to OD. And it's like, oh no, he's the fucking creature now. That happens like right before that.
Yeah, when she leaves, and then he gets taken over,
But
so more heroin in the creature's system, actually.
But Alex comes back in and Rachel's there.
Well, he doesn't know.
And he's like, oh, you're all better. And she's like, let's fuck. And he's like, wait. And he's like, wait a second. There's like a monster running around.
There's a lot going on right
He's
now.
like, what happened to the claw marks on your chest? They
like,
healed miraculously.
She's like, it was a dream. It was just my dream. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
well, it tries to fuck with her, right?
Yeah.
Or fuck with him, I mean.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm sorry, but I got to do this. And just fucking blows her away.
Smart.
I mean, it's great, which is kind of weird for later. We'll talk about. But he just like, without even thinking, he just shoots her, and she's got like all bloody, like black blood marks all over, which is pretty great.
Turns back into green goo, and the slime shoots through like an air vent.
Dude, she is full of fucking goo. He like opens the thing, and then like her face breaks, and like this monster comes out, and then it goes up the vent. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, all the practicals look really good in
Yeah,
this.
practical effects are good. I just remember, for some reason, I remembered more shark monsters running around.
Yeah.
That might be something else, because I had the same thought. I feel like there's something else, again, like this, that we both watched. That
I got to
isn't
go back to
this.
the Bloody Disgusting forums. Oh, they disabled them years ago.
Oh, wait a second. Well, the badmovies.org ones are still open.
Oh, good. I'm going to go there and be like, hey, does anyone know a movie that's like Proteus?
What was that film was my shit when I was in high school. This is the thing where Linda sees Alex and she's shooting at him. And this is where we get that dump, Sean, where he's like, listen, it turns out I'm a cop. And Rachel, she was CIA. Here's the thing. We've been on to you the whole time.
Yeah.
And you're drug smugglers. And the DHS put us on your case because you're heroin dealers or something.
Right. This is when you're right. He gives the whole plot dump. He does basically imply it heavily in an earlier scene when he's just alone with Rachel, but now he's flat out telling the drug dealer.
And she's like, you asshole. And he's like, bingo.
This was a horrible...
Paul's dead.
Yeah, a horrible plan on his part. He just sees the cards dealt him. He knows he's... Okay, I can reveal this. There's like barely anyone left that could kill me.
Yeah.
I'll tell Linda. She seems like she might fuck me. I'm not sure.
There are worse things than having your cover blown at this point.
Yeah,
I guess so. They end up going back to the area with like the tank where the shark was kept, and she's like, look at this, Carcarius, a great white. Oh, is that the tank where they had it? That's it. And they made it a fucking mutant in that tank. It's its home, and it's got slime and shit all over it. And like Linda grabs grenades. It's very Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And then this is the first instance of that Dime Store Terminator music you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's towards the end of the movie. They play it 3 or 4 different times.
The final battle is...
That's what it is, right? And they're running.
And Paul shows up, of course. We know that there is a fucking shape-shifting monster on this boat, and she's like, look, but it's Paul. Look.
Check his pinky instantly that got cut off by the fucking
He
triad.
has all his digits intact, dude.
I looked instantly. I was like, where's his fingers?
It's too late in the movie for a character to keep falling for this.
Yeah. That's the problem with this. And then it happens again at the end, and it's like, what?
Again, it'd be different if there were like multiple shark monsters and there were still more people left. But I'm like, nah, you should know that this guy's kind of fucked at this point.
So Paul Charlie grabs Alex, like throws him into the tank, and then throws a grenade into it.
Oh my god, him running away from the grenade. So he's running, and like it's slow motion, him jumping in the hallway, but like you never see an explosion in that shot.
Oh god! Well, before that, he grabs a machine gun for a while, for like 5 seconds, searches
He's
for
like
it,
swimming
shoots
around.
the glass,
which is cool.
Dolphin dives through the glass, then runs like you just described. So there's how long does it take for this fucking grenade to blow up?
But it's funny because I think they showed the grenade exploding, but the shot of him like falling, I don't remember there being an explosion behind him. So it was just an awkward shot of him.
There's a
falling in the
few
water.
shots like that. There's a really bad one at the end when he kills the monster. I couldn't fucking believe they didn't have the shot. They must have been kicking
They're like,
themselves in the
I guess
room.
the stuff got wet. The
But there's
explosion,
a lot of stuff like that in the movie, like little scenes here and there where it's like, Alex runs out of a room. Now he's running back and there's an implied passage of time, but it's just awkwardly cut together. It's like, all right.
This is just fucking pure Kino, man, because he's like, where's the belt? where's the heroin, Linda? And she's like, that's all you want to do is get high. He's like, I need that fucking belt. Alex shows up and like beats the shit out of Paul with a pipe and then drops a grenade in his shirt.
Yeah.
That was good.
And the fucking monster's like, what the heck? And then fucking explodes into like a million pieces.
But that explosion doesn't kill him.
No, because he's just a fucking grease spot and now he's just goo again.
Yeah.
Well, they gotta
Again,
get the rocket launcher.
Yeah, right. It's very much like T-1000, you know?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, this thing's, again, it's slime. It's made out of liquid. Why the fuck? They need
They don't know, I
They're
guess.
stalling it, I suppose, right?
Shelley really didn't give him any information. He's just like, it's like heroin. I don't know how to kill.
And he
Bye.
was already partially taken over, so...
Yeah. I would love to tell you how to kill us, but Charlie not letting me.
I don't know. Hey, Charlie, keep me from... I need heroin. So the slime, like, sucks through a thing, and the whole time Alex is, like, trying to get gas because he wants to burn the fucking thing. He's like, we'll try to fucking burn it. That's the ticket.
I love when he goes back and sees like the slime residue left
Yeah.
over. He's like,
He's
oh,
like, shit! And he throws it, like, down into the...
He's like, God damn it, he got away. I'm like, yeah, he's probably gonna do that.
There is slime all over the ship,
yeah.
by the way. I mean, we talked about that.
I guess Slimer's pretty apt.
Yeah, I was thinking about Peter with the, somebody sneezes and you want to keep
Yeah,
it.
blows your nose, you wanna keep it.
Yeah, because like just caked in certain areas. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, that's disgusting.
So Brinkstone and his goons show up, and there's like a fucking 2-minute fisticuffs fight between Alex and these guys, which is actually pretty good.
It's a martial arts in there.
It's pretty good.
Brinkstone's just watching again. Doug Bradley and old man makeup.
And then Doug Bradley comes out in old man makeup, and he's like, what are you doing on my oil rig?
They all machine guns pointed him at Alex and Linda.
And I love,
Doug Shelley shows back up.
Oh god.
yeah, wait, Alex is like, look, your monster doesn't work. Well, there is a monster.
Yeah.
It didn't really work. He's like, you're crazy. And then, Dr.
Yeah.
Shelley's like, and he goes, that's not the doctor. That's a beast from hell. He said something weird like that.
And well, then he
Hello,
reveals
Leonard.
the cop thing. Also, I'm a cop. They're like, see, he's fucking nuts.
Let's
Who
try
would
this
say
one.
that?
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, that didn't work. What should I tell these guys who are clearly doing crimes? I'm a cop and you're all under arrest.
Yeah, that's what he says. I'll arrest you all. They should just shot him to death, right?
Hello, Leonard. How are you? I'm just being Dr. Shelley over here. And he's like, no, that's a fucking monster.
He actually does the smartest thing he could have done. He just shoots Shelley. He's
Yeah.
like, fuck this.
And then he's like-
show, not tell.
He holds Doug Bradley at gunpoint. He's like, you want to fucking live forever?
And then I think this is when Shelley gets up.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you got me. I'm monster.
The cure to immortality. He's like, whoa, shit.
We call it T-Abyss virus.
Yeah.
And then Alex and Linda slowly back away from the situation.
I do like they clearly couldn't have tentacles come out of him, so they just do the silhouette of all the tentacles coming out.
It's so effective, and
Yeah.
like this is so cool.
They also do when it comes out of the vent a couple times. As you made me think of it,
Yeah.
they literally do the thing with the rubber hose.
Yeah.
That was cool.
and the reverse photography
Had to be a
stuff.
homage, right?
I love the tentacles wrap around Doug Bradley, and like these tentacles are like whipping these soldier guys, slits this one guy's throat.
Yeah.
There's
They-
like a huge blood
They
spray.
literally do the Prometheus thing and the Resident Evil thing,
Yeah.
where they're like, "Oh, my beautiful creature!" Because you see the shadow
Yeah.
growing.
Yeah.
Again, this is so Resident Evil.
Magnificent.
The creature exploding out of somebody,
Yeah.
and then choking him to death. And then I love how it
yeah.
changes from Doug Bradley's head to the dummy.
And it's like,
Wait.
it caves in.
Dude, sucked.
We get a full fucking Doug Bradley hentai mouth.
Yeah,
fucking shot
literally.
because this giant tentacle goes into his mouth.
It's like I'm out of.
Did this beat Starship Troopers to the punch? Where
might.
the late Patrick Muldoon has his head sucked out and his head deflates?
Those are
Because
early
I think
90s.
Doug Bradley's head kind of deflates.
Oh, I guess
Doug
it would have
Bradley's,
beat it. Yeah, this
Doug
is late
Bradley's
90s.
head deflates, but again, they also do it in Terrorvision too. Like Grandpa's
Yeah.
head fucking caves in. They do it in a bunch of movies.
It's well done.
Yeah.
And Alex and Linda have made it out of there by now. Again, that one
well-
guy gets the tentacle to the throat, which is like a knife hitting him on the neck.
but not before Brinkstone can set the detonator for the self-destruct sequence.
Again, it is
Which he
Resident
brought.
Evil. Let's just keep
Yeah, he
saying
brought
it.
it with him. Yeah.
Just in case.
All personnel proceed to the bottom platform.
Oh.
I still don't get.
This is, they hired the Spaceballs woman for Christ's sake, because at the end of this I'll forget to say it otherwise. At the end, she says, "Thank you, goodbye." And I'm like,
says
what is this,
goodbye.
Spaceballs?
Yeah.
I think we
Thank
talked
you.
about it in Alien when we did Alien. It's like, why are all these like self-destruct things? Like, why aren't they not just set for like 16 hours? Why is it always like 30 minutes, 14 minutes? I'm like,
Well, they don't
set
want
it for like 3 hours.
they don't want the creature to escape, I think is the logic.
I mean, it's on the ocean.
Well, usually we only have 4 minutes, and you have to defeat the tyrant
yeah,
under
true.
that and then get
Right.
away.
So they don't even know that it's going. Well, they hear the alarm, I guess, and they're running. And it's downpouring. Between the downpour and just the water from the
Yeah.
ocean.
Oh my
coming
god.
up.
They have like some half-ass plan. I don't even know what the plan is. because he's like, Linda, go up in the thing and do exactly what I told
Yeah,
you.
I guess it's a way to lure it, and they have grenades tied up as trip bombs, and then he's gonna pour gasoline, but it's also raining, so I don't know how well the gas is gonna stick to the shark.
Maybe if it's oil, it would work.
Probably.
I mean, they're
If
on
it
an
was
oil
oil-
rig.
But
Yeah.
mind you, now we see what this thing looks like. Because again, it killed
hold on,
Doug
Joe,
Bradley,
Joe,
but we
Joe,
didn't really
Joe.
see it.
They were not mining for oil. That was just for show. They took
Oh,
over an oil rig.
oh,
There
yeah, I
was
guess
no
you're right.
oil there.
Well, they must have got something from the bottom of the ocean. It must have been the fucking Leviathan virus. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, now it turns back into Rachel, and he
Oh,
like throws
yeah,
heroin
yeah.
at it, and she's like eating heroin. She's like, "Where's the rest of it?"
Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah.
he like doesn't hesitate. He like hesitates shooting her, and I'm like, you know, it's the monster.
You know, you've proved it.
I could almost understand if they had set something up like he was trying to get her to stand up a specific spot, but they don't. So yeah, it's just stupid.
And then she admits it. She's like, "Oh, it's fine. Charlie ate. I'm good. I mean, I
Yeah.
am Charlie,
Yeah.
but I'm also Rachel right now." I'm like, "Get away from me."
Best line of the fucking movie. He's like, what the fuck's your problem? And she's like, I'm a superior organism. And he's like, superior? You're a fucking fish with a drug habit.
Right. Then he gets pissed. Then he does like the fucking sleepwalker's face.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, "Let me show you what I am."
Yeah.
And then I love that it's like,
That is very like Wesker or like
Yeah,
Resident Evil.
wait,
type.
wait, but
Yeah,
I love that
literally.
it's like it cuts her face peels off. It's the shark face. Then it's an above angle, and it looks like obviously they didn't have this technology, but it feels like when you just take the motion in like your editor and you just raise it up 300%, it just grows.
Yeah.
It's not like it's getting bigger. It's the same effect. They just made it enlarged.
It's like shark makeup with an explosion, but then like an enlargement.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
like-
like Ultraman
They
kind
just-
of
yeah, they
growing.
just resized it.
It doesn't look great, but it doesn't actually look bad either. It's
This
kind of hard to
fucking-
explain.
This fucking monster rules.
The
And
monster looks cool, but my problem with the monster looks awesome.
it
So
looks
it's like
awesome.
it's a shark with like kind of like an octopus body.
It's got like tentacles, but
So-
it's got like the shark head.
It's also if you pull up a high res picture, it's got like one muscular shoulder for some reason.
It's a fucking tyrant.
Yeah.
It's
from the heroin.
Yeah, well, no, it's literally got the fucking claw
Yeah.
hands.
Oh yeah.
But,
shoot it in the heart.
Yeah.
The problem
Yeah,
is
on
it's
the
like,
outside.
It's like I'm the superior monster. I'm awesome. Now I'm just gonna stand around and go roar. It literally just goes ah.
Well, that's
Blah. And it's like, watch out, that monster! Like you mean the one that's just sitting there going blah.
This was like I don't know if I even said this on the last
Yeah.
on the episode we did for the lamp, because it's not a 1-to-1, but the lamp also has a giant creature in that movie.
Yeah.
And they use it fairly well, but it doesn't do a lot.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing here. This one they don't get to use it as much as I would have
Yeah.
liked. At least the lamp there, like throw some fog on it, make it look
That's-
kind of creepy.
That's the problem with some of these creature features. Like they were able to get like a big monster, but it wasn't very articulate. So like, well, we got to film it. I'm like, it'll just stand around and roar. Whereas like the Queen Alien was able to like
Yeah.
move and
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, that was a
And then
Incredible.
Again, you got Carnosaur and Proteus. We're like, yeah, it's just gonna kind of stand.
yeah.
And go,
It's like a glorified hand puppet.
pretty much.
But he's like throwing heroin at it, and it's like stopping and
Yeah.
like eating it.
pouring the gas on it.
And he's
you
like
said.
pouring the gas on it, and he goes to like light this fucking thing on fire. And I guess it does do something because a tentacle
Yeah.
shoots out of it and
Yeah.
grabs his foot, which is
Yeah.
pretty great. And you know, you're at home and you got your controller and you're mashing the fucking X button to make sure that he's
Yeah.
cutting the tentacle off.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
So he shoots it and he gets away. But then he grabs a flare gun and he goes to shoot Charlie, and he does.
But you don't see it.
And it lights on fire, but you don't see the gun fire, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's really
Like
weird.
they
That was
didn't have
bad.
the shot.
They didn't have the shot.
Again.
Or like there was no optical effect there.
Liz Weber tried to fix it. They tried. They made it work as well as they could.
Not only does he light this fucking thing on fire, then he grabs like a hidden shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, where
And,
the
like,
fuck was that the whole time? I was like, this is Resident
I like
Evil.
to keep this around for close encounters. He fucking pumps it and he's just like shooting Charlie, like smiling.
He's like Terminator here. That's what
And
the
then-
music.
Yeah.
And then at some point, Charlie trips on they have a trip bomb, right?
Well, he like runs away. Alex runs
This is another
away.
awkward cut.
Yeah, Alex runs away, trips the trip bomb with the grenades, and then this is where he jumps over the catwalk,
Yeah.
and Charlie's flaming body is like
Yeah.
over the grenade and then explodes.
But they don't really show the explosion. Like they show the explosion, but there's just like again, there's like a 2 or 3 second part missing where it just isn't stitched together perfectly.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
it's just on fire.
Yeah.
And it falls over.
And then it blows up. And then you get the self-destruct sequence. It's like 3, 2, 1, goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say have a nice day. I'm over exaggerating a
The
bit.
whole fucking rig explodes. Then the helicopter takes off.
Yeah, and also the way they're like 5, 4, and it
Yeah.
keeps cutting back, and they're like inside running still. Like there's
yeah,
no
they're
fucking
they're
way.
inside the fucking the rig.
Yeah. She knew how to fly a helicopter?
She had lessons on the
somebody
side.
else was on the helicopter.
Huh?
Somebody else is driving the helicopter.
You spoiled this very early in the episode,
Yeah.
and you already forgot.
Well, no, I thought she was flying it.
Nah, it was some rando.
It's just some guy that they have a gunpoint. He's like, "Where's Brinkstone?" He's like, "Shut the fuck up and fly."
Gotcha.
Tony already forgot, and he spoiled it at a fucking hour and a
I
half
knew that
ago.
there was a person passed out. For some reason, I thought she was flying the
Nah,
helicopter.
that's him.
So-
I thought they knocked a guy out and then they just
Got
blew
ya,
it. I didn't
got
realize
ya.
there was a pilot.
So
still.
we're flying away in the helicopter. The Spencer Mansion is exploding. The tyrant shaking its fist. She's like, "You gonna arrest me when we get back?" And he's like, "I don't know, maybe, possibly." And then the fucking pilot is just sitting there, and he like slowly turns to the camera, and it like zooms in on his eye.
With the worst optical effect I've seen in a long time.
And it like blinks like the fucking guy from Men in Black.
Yeah.
But great effects the whole movie, and then this shitty thing in the last fucking second. It's like, all right, it doesn't ruin it, but,
But
it's
then,
like,
like,
It doesn't ruin it, but like this is the problem with this ending.
Yeah.
So Charlie
right, going
is
back to
the
the beginning.
helicopter pilot.
So now he can split himself up.
Question mark. But then what happened to the guy at the beginning who was interrogating
yeah.
Alex?
So at some point, I guess Alex survives this helicopter
But what
thing.
happens to Linda?
We don't know.
Because she's on the helicopter?
I'm assuming
It's
the
open-ended.
guy attacked the helicopter, Alex survived, and then he just didn't tell that part of the story when recounting it. That's why I think the beginning is a reshoot.
Oh, it's
has
gotta
to
be.
Yeah.
So you know what it was? It like Leviathan? Did Linda actually die like Ernie
Ernie
Hudson?
Hudson.
And I'm in denial.
We still get shit about that. People are going, "He's
I was
fucking
convinced. In the edit, it was so obvious, but at the time,
dead." I thought he was alive. I thought he was on the or vice versa. One
I'm
of
just saying,
those.
did Linda get killed off screen by the creature, and then Alex took it out and flew the fucking helicopter
The
back?
only possible thing that could have happened is that after it exploded, it turned back into goo,
Yeah.
got to the helicopter guy, turned into the helicopter guy, and knew how to fly the helicopter because it could take his memories, and then took them off the fucking ship.
So global domination, right?
I guess, but it's only a single organism. It
Yes,
doesn't
and
split.
by the way, I don't know how far away they are from land. It's got a huge heroin addiction. Is it going to be able to last?
I don't.
driving that
it's gonna
long?
nod out and fucking crash into the ocean.
What's
That's
wrong?
what actually
So,
happened. They found him like in the ocean in another raft. Like, shit, what happened?
Oh,
this monster kidnapped us, but it was coming down from a high, and
I don't know. Needed more heroin, I guess.
It found some more at the bottom of the ocean. Now it's
Oh,
really
that's-
fucking big. That was a giant octopus,
Oh, right,
actually.
it fucking turns into its final form again and just
The
eats
Deep
all
Rising.
the heroin. Yeah,
So it is a sequel, of course.
of course it is.
Deep Rising is the sequel to Proteus.
Yeah, I'll get to it in my final thought. But where are we putting this?
oh man,
I'm so disappointed you didn't like this.
I'm disappointed in
that's
myself,
such a
Joe.
bum.
I really thought I was gonna like this. I thought I was gonna love revisiting it, but now I know why I haven't made any efforts to revisit it. I just locked it away. I must have been so disappointed when I watched it in college and just locked those thoughts. My earlier thoughts of being a kid thinking it was cool overpowered it.
Well, next time you're on heroin, then fire it up and see how you feel.
I don't want to quite throw it in the dumpster.
Okay.
What are the levels again?
You could be like on the eggshell
I mean, you can
crate
go
on the
wherever
side
you
of the road.
want. Sean has the levels. He's the spelunker.
Okay, well, let's just say I was in the video store, how I have movies on the shelf,
Yeah.
and then I just have a bunch of other fucking VHSs in the storage.
Oh yeah,
the storage
bin.
area.
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna put this in storage just in case.
Maybe
Just
if you want
in case.
if you want to pull out again another 20 years,
Yeah,
30
if I'm
years.
gonna try it again. I'm like, you know what? Let me give that one another shot.
Yeah.
I do like the shark, but there are really good moments in it that, again, for whatever reason, stuck with me for so many years. But yeah, overall, I think it's crap. And I feel bad. I think it really is too many uninteresting characters.
I would
And-
agree with that. Yeah.
And then just a lot of let's just walk around in this hallway and sit in labs and say what's going on.
They could have made it more interesting if they just developed the characters a little bit more. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how they're portrayed in the book.
I mean, the book doesn't look that thick, so I don't know how detailed it's getting, but
Yeah.
maybe more than the movie.
But yeah, this was a I know a movie called Proteus about a heroin addicted shark monster. Shouldn't like you shouldn't have high hopes, but I did,
Wow,
and
we-
I was let down.
We covered Cocaine Bear on this channel with you, Tony,
And that was
this
more
clears
exciting.
it easily.
I enjoy Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, we all did. I mean, I like this movie. I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever made, but it's definitely shelf. On a rewatch, it definitely. The holes are definitely getting poked in a little more on a second viewing. And again, like I said, the last time I watched it was very late at night. It was almost like an experiment in and of itself. So it was kind of fun to revisit this one. It's such a unique idea. There's so many of those fucking underwater movies we've already covered. Like we said, Leviathan. We made a kind of big joke about
water.
it in that.
Above
Oh, yeah, this is
water.
above water. But you know what I
In the
mean.
ocean, on the ocean.
On the ocean.
Water
Above
themed
water.
monsters. That actually are killing people and aren't just like, ooh, isn't that it? Like the spear? I mean, it is killing people in that, but it's more like, oh, this is interesting. What's the mystery of
Sure.
it? But Proteus is very fun, kind of creature feature. If you're looking for a low budget version of Deep Rising or The Thing, essentially, but it's a naval themed version.
Yeah.
You know what this feels more like? This feels like if Virus had slightly
A little
less
bit.
of a budget.
Kind of.
Yeah, Virus might be better than this,
Vi-
but
I
not
think-
by much.
I think Virus is better from a technical aspect, for sure.
And has better, I don't want to say characters, maybe just better actors.
Yeah, I mean, you got Donald Sutherland and,
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis and a
And
bunch
she
of...
hates the movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You don't say.
I would compare this as if you were watching the show to like maybe like a Dark Angel for me. I think I like this a little bit more than Dark Angel, even though I think, funnily enough, they both involve heroin. I didn't even think about that as I'm saying it. I think Dark Angel actually is a little bit more unique, even if I prefer Proteus, if that makes any kind of sense.
Sure. Different kind of movie.
Most people
but
probably
yeah.
like that one more, but
Yeah.
for some reason I like Proteus better. Maybe it's all my weird Resident Evil shit I'm adding to it that
Yeah.
doesn't actually exist in the film, which we've talked about before. Your own biases or weird things that kind of
Yeah.
creep into your psyche can affect your viewing of a movie. So maybe if I didn't just play, what did I say, 7 or 8 Resident Evils in a row,
Yeah.
I'm kind of adding that element to
I
my
just
viewing.
played a bunch too, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why it's
yeah,
in my
yeah.
mind as
I
well.
wonder what I would think if I just totally removed that, because a lot of this conversation did kind of come back to that. I still think the movie holds up fine without that, but I don't know, it adds some fun to the conversation. So I can't get that. It's hard for me to remove the two from each other. I'll watch it again. I like it.
Yeah,
Get me a DVD. Fuck it.
I mean,
I got the colony, for Christ's sake. Get me Proteus.
I mean, this one's on the shelf for me, and just to the Resident Evil point, I think that's why I like it so much.
Yeah.
Is because like I'm a kid in 1996 who just played the fucking Resident Evil game,
Yeah.
and it's like so similar to that, but like on a boat. You know what I mean? And going back to it now and watching, I'm like, holy shit! It's like everything I love about those original games, and I'm like, I wish this kind of was the video game.
You know what I think? I think if I had watched it multiple times as
Yeah.
a kid, I think I would like it more now.
It was a constant rental for me.
Yeah.
As a kid.
I think the fact that I only watched it once and then it just, I wasn't able to find it for so many years. I
Yeah.
feel like if I watch, like, look, it's not much better than Carnosaur 2, but I can watch Carnosaur 2 all day. Like,
Exactly.
I know it's not a good movie, but I watch it so much. I feel like if I was in your position where I'm like, I watch this a lot,
yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, look, it's fun.
Would you
But-
watch Proteus or To Catch a Yeti next?
Oof.
Proteus. I love To Catch a Yeti, but it's a totally different movie.
Yeah, I think I might go Proteus.
All right,
I
just
might go
curious.
Proteus.
I mean, this is a perfect pairing with Metal Beast, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like Proteus and Metal Beast, not only just because like I grew up with them at the same time and rented them around the same time, but like they complement each other so well as like again like secret Resident Evil movies.
Oh yeah, we should do a fucking live event, just with maybe not these two particular, but a
Yeah.
Resident Evil, like secret Resident Evil movies.
Secret Resident Evil movie because
Yeah.
like I don't know it has you know, Sean had said it before that like all the Capcom and the makers of Resident Evil and stuff like watched a bunch of horror movies and stuff and like how do we translate that into a game. This isn't like other movies of this ilk. Like
I think that's what I was trying to say,
clearly
too,
a
yeah.
ripoff of like
Oh, yeah.
Alien and the Thing and stuff like that, but it also does its own thing. I think it's so fucking unique that we have a monster with a drug problem.
literal problem.
I would like to see a remake. I don't know. Maybe if like the book is better, maybe like closer. I'd like to see this concept.
I'm sure you can get the rights for this. They'll be easier.
out.
They'll be easier to get than
The
Carnosaur. Yeah.
But
you know,
yeah,
after Corman's daughter.
yeah. But I would like to see like a remake of this would be cool if you do have this cool shapeshifting monster, but it also can't control itself
Yeah.
because it's strung out. It's actually a really good premise. This movie doesn't deliver on it at all.
Maybe Clayface will give that to us.
Like, let's be honest, Leviathan's the better movie.
Yo, yeah.
Deep Rising is the better movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this one's a lot of fun. It's got enough cheese on there and enough cool practical effects that I would totally recommend it. Again, this is a good one if you're a little you're hanging out with everybody and you're drinking or like you just smoked a doob or something. Like, I think it works totally.
I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna call you guys. I'm gonna be like, got to redo the movie again.
Like, actually, I love this
now.
movie. I loved it.
Gonna shoot up some heroin,
Yeah.
like Joe said, then watch it.
Then you'll really fall asleep watching it. I really want this movie on like a restored Blu-ray because I think it would make it even more enjoyable.
Yeah.
100%, because right now you can only really watch it as like a VHS rip.
Yeah.
It's like a glorified VHS rip, especially the one on Tubi, and I'm sure the Laserdisc too. But I'd like to see this in its full aspect ratio, and I think it would add a little bit more weight to it. And of course, with like a proper color grade and you know, in HD, I think it would pop a lot more and come to life a little bit more.
That might also save
Yeah.
it too. If I
Yeah.
see it like in the right color correction, and
Yeah.
lighting and stuff, that might make it a little
Because
better.
it looks pretty ambitious in terms of like a lot of the sets and the miniature stuff and all that kind of stuff. And again, the effects that we do see are fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see that shark monster in HD.
Yeah. And this is definitely, I mean, most of the things we cover on this show are things we're trying to get out to people who may not have heard of
Yeah.
it. This is
Yeah.
a prime example.
Yeah,
of
for
that.
example. Yeah, you can watch this one on Tubi. Definitely let us know what you think of this flick, Proteus, in the comments. And if you listen on your podcast app, you know, you can leave a comment on there too as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Proteus.
That's it.
I'm glad I finally reviewed this. I've been wanting to review it for so many
Me
years.
too, dude. Me too. It's been on the list for a long ass time.
You had to get on the raft and come over to the video
I got on the
dungeon.
raft.
After he's got a belt of heroin down here you can't see.
Yeah. You passed by Nelson De La Rose and you nodded at him.
He's playing piano on a raft.
Yeah, he's naked, of course. The pigtail is coming
man.
out. Tony wasn't thrilled about that, but he did wave back. I don't know why I know all this about Tony.
I told you in confidence, and now you're just spoiling it. I was
That's
like,
what it was.
I
Shit.
said, Sean, never ever tell that story.
Sorry, Tone.
But with that being said, if you want some more Movie Dumpster content, you can head over to patreon.com/Movie Dumpster. You can get an ad-free audio version of the show for only $2 a month, and you can get some other great stuff at the $5 and $10 tiers. We also have a YouTube membership program. You don't get all the benefits of Patreon, but you do get stuff like commentary tracks and minisodes and junk mails. So if you want to get either of those, help support your favorite show.
And if you're watching here on YouTube, please like the video and share it and subscribe if you're not already. And if you listen on your favorite podcast app, please leave us that 5-star rating, a like, and a review if you got the time. And if you're looking for some more information on what the Dumpster Dudes are up to, you can always head over to moviedumpsterpodcast.com. We've got a calendar with all our upcoming live events. We've got a store with different merch, t-shirts, beach towels, hats. We've got all kinds of things on there. Check it out, moviedumpsterpodcast.com.
And Tone, where can everybody find your stuff on Hack the Movies?
You can find me at Hack the Movies on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow me on my socials, Hack the Movies. I'm Hack the Movies across the board. Patreon.
Not Hack the Movies across the board, but
No.
at Hack the Movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hack the Movies on Patreon, even if it's at the free tier. At the free tier, you get the podcast feed and the free videos, better notifications than YouTube. YouTube's the bane of my existence. But yeah, then
We're on YouTube, Tony.
Yes.
I know, I'm aware. But yeah, if you want to pay, you get again bonus videos, commentary tracks. We've done a bunch together.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of crossovers there. And yeah, I got a merch store at the Retroware store. Book me on Cameo. It's been a minute, but I had 2 guys who were shit talking each other about being bad in video games, and they were just hiring me to insult the other. They were both like, "Hey, tell Jim that he really sucks." And I'm like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Before a month, I just was getting paid to shit talk these 2 guys. Cameo.com/Tony Peluso. Go there.
Easy
Get me to
money.
shit talk someone.
Tony will take your money.
I'll take your money. There's not many stuff I will turn down over there. Yeah, that's it for me.
Glowing endorsement for Tony.
I got a really good rating on Cameo. Okay, book me.
So that's it. That's Proteus from 1996, directed by Bob Keane. I'm Joe Lascola.
I'm Sean O'Rourke.
I'm Tony from Hack the Movies.
Oh, shit. Thanks for visiting the dumpster.